Hey, Altero.
Good morning. Whew. This week has kicked me in the pants.
How's your internet?
He just actually. So what happened was, did I tell you about the birds on the line?
Yeah, you told me about
Yeah,
that.
he literally just got done fixing it and screwing it back in this morning. So that's why it was taking me a couple seconds because see here, you can see my window to my office is right there, and so the line is right there.
Okay.
And so I had to wait till he screwed it in. But again, the birds sit right on that line and chirp. So it's funny how that works.
All right, I'm looking right at you, but if I'm looking here, I'm at my computer screen looking at
Okay, great. I like that. And so tell me about that microphone that you got.
Oh, you're talking about this.
Yeah.
All right, it's Electro Voice RE320. I think it's about $300 for the mic. I'm not using it right now, but this is what I use now to do like my voiceover work and stuff like that. I had a much more expensive mic, which was a Sennheiser.
Sure.
Huh?
The Shure mic.
No, the Sennheiser MKH416. It's about $1,000.
Woo, yeah.
I used that for a couple of years, and then what I realized, and I had a studio downtown, but I moved out of. I was there for like 3 years, and I moved out in October because we're preparing for a move. And I had a whole vocal sound booth and all that stuff. And basically, when I decided to go into this, I just started getting rid of stuff. I sold my vocal booth for like $2,000. I sold the mic for like 700, and I realized this mic does perfect. It always has for voiceover, but also for podcasting. I use this a lot for when I do podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And interviews and stuff like that. This is my go-to mic. And then I have this one, which is another microphone, but it's a USB mic. It's a AT2020. I forget who applied, but anyway, it's a USB mic, but it works fine for like, I'm not using it right now to do the live stream with you, but normally I use that. Right now I'm just using my Mac sound to capture my voice and to hear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm simple, so I just have a lav mic that I use, and then typically, when I'm doing my program in Kajabi, I just use that. But when I go back and, because I'm always iterating, go back and do some more trainings and add some things to my program. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. When I add some things in my program, I want to get I was looking at the Rogue Podcaster Pro because it's just USB, you just plug it right in.
That's a lot of podcasters use that. And it looks good. It looks a lot like this.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because I thought that's what it was.
No, it's not a USB mic at all.
Yeah, I figured that.
You go Pro, you go what's called XLR. It's an XLR connection. And all that means is that it's plugged into an interface, but this is an XLR connection, which is a lot different from a USB. So, and it plugs into an interface.
Then you have the little box, and then that plugs into something. Yeah.
You can control the sound much better with that. Using an XLR type mic, a more professional setup, basically.
Yeah.
With that,
I'm just,
I trained, actually, one of my biggest clients this year, I trained how to do podcasting was Aurora Healthcare. So I basically set them up. I had them get the gear and the equipment and show them exactly how to do their podcast. So that was a good deal, training them on how to do that, especially Aurora Healthcare. But they saw what I was doing online, and I was offering services to show people how to do podcasting on a professional level. And so, yeah, they had been a client for about a year. I just let them go back in May. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So let me show you exactly how and basically I had to show them how to edit their audio. And so anyway, we can talk all day gear.
Yeah, and that's probably what we're gonna end up doing, because I'm at the process of now, because I'm about to go on vacation. So usually when I go, I get inspired because I change my environment and I create a bunch of like organic content where I can reflect.
Yeah,
and it's essence of value, because that's really what why I ended up agreeing with what you said, was because I think that the value that extend, and then when we have the call with the results that you get, is going to be more powerful than anything. And then for you, I know where you are, where you're just like, man, I just wish somebody would just help me get this set up so that it would work,
Wait a minute.
and
Can I
I'll
tell
be
you something?
happy.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I got a lead come in this morning. They went through my whole process and booked on the calendar.
Yeah, and that's funny, which is hilarious, right? Is because I told you that your objective and what you really wanted was two different things, right?
Yeah. It
So
blew my
so
mind.
exactly. So now imagine when we get it all humming,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And get the levels left, because that's the thing is that smile right there is it's life insurance agents saying that they don't believe that this works, and that is too good to be true. And just with one tweak, right? What happened?
Yeah. I mean, I set the ad up. I mean, I just started running it. Well, the one you saw.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I ran. It runs right to my landing page. And then from my landing page, they go fill out my form. From the form, they go to my calendar and they book the day and time on my calendar. And I only have my calendar open for 4 days. You can't book beyond 4 days out.
And so what happened this morning when you when did you see it? I'm sorry. When did you see the,
this morning?
and what happened? Tell me about that.
First, it came up on my phone because I was out. I went to the gym this morning. Came up on my phone. I'm like, what the hell? Because I'd never seen it come through before. I'm like, what is this? And I look at the form. I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody just filled out my form. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody saw my ad. They clicked on it and watched my video. It's about a 7-minute video. I'm going to pull that down to about 5 actually today. Hit the button to book the appointment, went to my calendar and booked. I got the notification. I'm like, wow. And I only spent $11.
Right. And it's a qualified appointment. You're not calling any leads, following up with people, so this is hot, right? And so now when I speak to life insurance agents, I'm like, I remember what I said on the call. It's changing your paradigm on what you expect, and you're paying for your time, right? You're paying to have an appointment. You're paying to meet with only qualified people.
Exactly. I was telling my wife about you this morning. I hadn't mentioned, but then I was like, we talked about 20 minutes and I was just saying what had happened. And then plus the appointment came in and, with that, and I only put a $20 budget on it. That's all I put. I put a $20 budget on it, and I've spent $11 so far, and I got one appointment that can net me, I don't know how much, so it became real. When that happened, it became real.
Awesome. And so now you can start thinking of what I said about thinking like investing into this, right? Now you can start looking at it like an investment, right? You're building an asset for your business to where, you put one in, 2 comes out. For this, it's 10x, right? You spend 11. What if you close this, even on the average that we talked about, right? If it was just,
if I
that
made
average,
$600,
that's insane.
Yeah.
Right. So great. So I'm glad you see that. So we're going to dive right in today. Have my agenda for setting things up, because there's just a couple things that there's just a couple like leaks in there that we need to fix. And I kind of want you to understand this. And so let's go to, let me pull up my list here.
You want me to pull my screen up, or
you pull your screen up and we're going to just run through this.
All right, let me do that. Share.
I'm so happy that happened within, the first few minutes of doing it. And I love that you take action. You just like, let me just try this and set this up, because that's what I do.
All right, we're going to Ads Manager. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so let's see here. My notes for what I have for you is, can you go to, do you have, when you're advertising, do you have a business or a fan page already set up?
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing we need to do is go into the ad account.
Okay, wait a minute. For some reason, it's not showing up here. Is this? This isn't showing
So
wrong one. Wait a minute.
yeah.
There it is.
Okay. So we need to connect your ad account to this ad. So the first thing we're going to do is connect your business page. But if you already have one, we'll get to that. Can you go back to the hamburger screen next to Ads Manager?
Yep.
And then go to business settings. I'm just curious about something. Okay, go to the one that we're working on. Yeah, that business manager. Okay, perfect. So we need to make sure that
It's there.
that's the page that's there. Perfect. Okay, great. Now let's go to data source.
I'm sorry. It's United States. It's United States Senior Benefits. That's the
perfect. So let's go to data sources. And then let's go to pixels. All right. So which pixel are you using for these conversions?
This one.
Okay. Is there any way to, okay. NFL. So what we need to try to do here is from now on, we need to all keep everything named with like the similar, like a DNA strand, right?
Okay.
Because it just makes it easier when we're going through. And like, so if I was going in offline to look, I know where everything is, so I know what I'm doing. So just going forward, whatever that United States, whatever, it just kind of have it like United States, whatever pixel, right? Or United States, whatever ad set, right? Does that make sense?
Okay. United States Senior Benefits.
Right. Okay. So let's go down to custom conversions.
You froze up on me. What'd you say?
Said yes. I didn't say anything. I said let's go here. So this is what we need to do. We need to add some custom conversions here. So we need to go here and we need to create a new custom conversion. And we need to put in the URL. So this is going to be all traffic, and it needs to be, click the down caret where it says all traffic, standard events, create a custom event, view content. Okay, all traffic, great. And then we need to post the URL on the second page of whatever the URL that is the second page of your funnel. So the not the landing page, the one where it's the questions start.
Okay, let me pull that up. Gotta remember.
So pull up the funnel, the whole funnel. If you just want to just start from the beginning, it'll be easier.
Okay. All right, this is the first page of my funnel.
Right. So we want to put the pixel needs to go on the second page as well. But go to the next page. And so is there any place where where do you capture their information?
In here, this is it.
Okay, so they put their names in and go, okay. So we need to get to the step after this. So let's go.
The step after this.
Yeah, so let's just go through it, right? Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna know that they completed the information, right? When they hit the page that's after that. The only way they could get to that page is if they did this.
Calendly link. That's my Calendly.
Right, but we need to get the URL from this funnel page. We need to get to that page. So just do a demo or a fake, just enter some stuff in here and let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay, then once they hit this and I hit schedule call, it takes them to my calendar.
I hit that.
Hit that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so in order for them to get to this page, they would have had to register, right? So this is the URL that we need.
Okay.
So copy this. You copy all of it from.
I'm not sure why it's adding on this at the end.
Yeah, that's the question mark. So online and text stuff, anything after the question mark is kind of irrelevant. So just get all of that. Don't get the HTTPS. We just need it up to Calendly. All of that. Yes. Cool. Copy that. And then we're going to go back to the business manager. And so we put that in there. So this means that if someone gets to the schedule page, then they have submitted information, okay. Right? So now we're going to go down here to description. Okay. And I'm sorry, name. Name. And so what is that form? What is that information that they just filled out? What was that?
Oh, insurance questionnaire.
Okay, so let's put completed questionnaire as the name of this. So this conversion is completed questionnaire. Okay, and then we want to select the category.
Must have spelled questionnaire wrong.
Yeah, A-I-R-E. Cool, and then we want to select the category. And then we want to keep going down a little bit. Is that it? Yeah, lead. All right, and then we want to put in $10. Oops. All right, so we hit create. All right, cool. So that's the first one. So that's your lead right there. Anybody that comes in and gets to that point, they're a lead, right?
Okay.
And so this is going to set the audience for that. So hit done. And then refresh.
I don't know why it's still dark. But
anyway. Yeah, it's working in the background. It's all good. Just click the refresh button. And then once that shows back up.
There it is.
Okay. So, and then we want to create one more custom conversion. We want to add, and then we want to create custom conversion. And then we want to find the URL for when they have, so let's go back to your funnel. Cool. And so we need to get beyond, go over to the right one tab. Where it says Calendly, Earl Hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is the step in the funnel. So now when they book the appointment, we need to go past it. So go ahead and book the appointment.
Let me just do this for a minute.
All right. So if they get to this page here, so we need to copy all of this, because when they get to this page here, then that means that they have booked an appointment, right? The only way they could get to this page is if they booked an appointment, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So then we want to put booked appointment. And then we want to put here, and then we want to do completed registration. And we want to put this at $100. Cool. So create that. And so what these are is the objectives and the conversion. So we have to tell Facebook what is the objective of this campaign. Can you hear me?
I got you. Yeah.
Gotcha. So now we need to go back to, so the pixels need to be on those two pages. So the Facebook pixel for this one, you need to go into your lead pages and put it in the header for those two pages, the beginning Calendly page and then the after submitted Calendly page. And you need to make sure it's the, yeah. So we go to, no. So the way you put the pixel on is you go to, let's go open an events manager. Let's click there.
Events manager.
It's to the right, all the way.
Oh, open events manager.
Yeah, sorry. So we should be able to figure this out here. All right. So, no, that's not it. I don't think you clicked on the right
Facebook
thing.
has changed this up. I was confused a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, so hit the hamburgers and let's go to let's go back to where we were because we need to go to data sources where you set the pixel up. So let's go to go right there.
Manager.
All right, cool. And so we need to find the pixel.
Right there, insurance pixel.
So that's it?
That's the only one that's there. That's the only one that's there.
Yeah. So
I'm just making sure I'm in the, wait a minute, let me make sure I'm in the right place.
Right. So you need to make sure you're in the right ad account. Pixel Wave is what you're doing?
Yeah, but the, yeah, this is it. The new FXL.
Okay, great. So then we need to install this. So click on it. And then
it's tracking it right now because I'd set something up, but I knew it was wrong.
Right. So go over to setup to the right top corner. And setup and then install Pixel. And then we want to go to manually add Pixel to website. And so this is simple. You click that and copy it. It'll copy it automatically. And then all you need to do is go over to your lead pages inside of lead pages. And whatever the page in your funnel is with the Calendly where the first page that shows up, put that in the header.
On this page?
No, on the fourth. Calendly? Yeah, the Calendly page.
Okay.
No. Inside, you have to do it inside of lead pages. Okay.
Well, you can do it inside of Calendly, I thought, but.
Well, we're trying to track it on your funnel.
Ah, okay.
So all of this is tracking data. So all we're doing is connecting your Facebook account with this pixel, which is going to track the information from Facebook. We're connecting Facebook and your funnel pretty much.
All right, so I've got the pixel code on there.
Yeah, but we need to go to the page that is. We need to go to. Wait a minute. Is this on your whole funnel?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No, because this is the beginning of my funnel. But when they click, wait a minute. When they click on the button, it takes them to another page. It's not on here. That's where I need to go.
Yeah, so we need to go to the page inside of your funnel on lead pages, right? And then wherever that page is, just like that, and put the pixel on in the head tracking on that page. Hopefully that's clear. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to say this simply.
Yeah,
so
wait a minute. Okay, here we are. This is the form that I'm using. All right, so then within here, this is the form with the questions that people answer.
Got it.
And so then
yeah, but I'm trying to explain. So hold on, let me share my screen real quick.
Okay.
So this is probably be clear. Can you stop sharing?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what I'm trying to say is for my funnel, what we're doing here, because this is easy to do. You can do this on your own, but I want to kind of show you. So what we do is if I go to my funnel, right, just like yours, and I take that code. So these are the steps in my funnel right here.
Okay, that's where we're getting the disconnect. My funnel is not all in one place. That's why I was going to the page that the questionnaire is on.
Right. Okay, so now we're clicking. So essentially what we just did for yours is, if they on the landing page, when they go to the video page, that means that they are a lead. So I put the tracking here. And then for you, what I'm trying to do is get to your schedule page, right? And then I want to put the tracking code inside the header on your calendar.
There's three different, because we've got the landing page, which is on lead pages. Then we have the questionnaire, which is on another lead thing. And then we have Calendly, which is something completely different. So that's why, I think
Okay, now, because I guess I didn't understand. I thought that was all in one place. Okay, but you understand what I'm saying now, right?
Yes.
So we need to put it on the Calendly page and then on the submitted page. And once we do that, it's just 2 clicks, bada bing, bada boom.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm going to stop sharing again. All right. Hey, wifey.
She tried not to get in the shot.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you want me to share my page again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Share screen and share. All right. So here, tracking codes. This is where they answer the questions. That's the pixel ID I put in there. So you're saying I need to paste it here too?
Well, I'm only talking about the Calendly page.
Okay, so I don't need it on the questionnaire page.
No, because once they go through we know that they're a lead once they have gotten to a certain stage in the funnel. So we only need to, right? They can't get to the Calendly page unless they have filled out that information, right?
Got you.
So So wherever that is, as long as we put the pixel on.
Yeah, it's on Calendly integrations, Facebook pixel. And all I did was I just put the pixel code here.
Okay, cool. So then it's already on there.
Pixel ID. Yeah, I put that there.
Okay, cool. So it's already on there.
Yeah. So but that process we just went through now takes care of all of what I didn't know how to take care of, but I did put pixel code everywhere.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying about when you start doing stuff, life insurance agents and all these things, there's so many little micro steps.
Yeah.
Right. Like I spent 2 years trying to figure this out on my own. And then, like I said to you yesterday, when I finally just took this course that was $3,000, I was like, dude, I would have never figured that out. And my funnel would have just had this one little gap in it that I would have never been able to figure out. So that's great. So now the only thing we need to do now is go back to the ad, right? We need to go back. Oh, hold on. Go to Chrome, Google Chrome, and to Google. I'm sorry. Go open up a new tab for Google and go to Google's website. All right, and then we want to type.
I have the thing on there already that checks the
pixel helper. Okay, great, cool. So we got that. So now we need to go to your Facebook Business Manager, back to where we were in the beginning. Cool. So let's go back to the corresponding ad account, and we need to go to audiences.
Oh, okay. So we gotta go to Ads Manager.
Yeah, let's just make sure we're in the right ads ad account, which is United something.
Yeah. Go to ad accounts, or where do you want me to go?
Yeah, Ads Manager.
Oh, Ads Manager. Okay.
And then,
all right, we're in the right spot.
Okay, great. And so then we need to go to type in where it says search business at the top. Yeah, let's go to search, the search up here where it says search business in the top right.
Okay.
And type in audiences. And then you see it says audience in the third one down. Let's go there and see what happens. No, let's type in audiences. Okay, click that, tools. It says tools, and then it's, right there. Nope. Go back up.
Oh,
yes.
This one.
Yes. All right, so what we're about to do here is we're about to create an audience that says, So go to create audience on the left. And this is what we're going to use for retargeting for anybody that's interested in, and click on it. So we create audience.
Which kind?
Custom audience, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then we want to do website. No, sorry. Let's go to Facebook page. And then we want to click the corresponding Facebook page. All right. So anyone, click that caret. Anyone that. Oh. No, that's good. That's good. Hold, just stay right there. People who engage with any post or ad. And then we want to change the date range in there to 90 days. And so what we're doing here is we're creating an audience for anybody that clicks, hovers, reads, anything. What'd you say?
Good. You froze for a minute.
Okay. So what we're doing is we're about to create an audience in Facebook saying that anybody that connects or engages with our ad, we want to put them in this bucket.
Okay.
So this is going to be called ad engagement 90D.
You froze up again.
Yeah. And so then create audience.
There you go.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, now I can.
Okay. So hit done. And then we're going to do this one more time. Create audience and go to custom audience. And then we're going to still go to website. And then we're going to leave that there. And then we're going to website visitors. Let's click that caret. And then we're going to do people who visited specific pages. And then we're going to put the URL in for people who, the very first page of your funnel, we need to get the URL from that page right there. Make sure we don't put the HTTPS or the www in there. Yeah, so you have to type in the FF. So click, yeah, there you go. All right, so go to name audience. And then we're going to put in visited landing page, but didn't fill out form. Let me hardwire in this. This is driving me nuts. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the hard line in. I was trying to get on my nerve. So, what was the last thing you heard from me?
Okay. Well, I created the ad engagement 90 days. But after that, you had froze up before I hit OK or whatever. But
okay, can you share your screen again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go back here, share screen, share, and they're here.
Okay, so we just created two audiences, right? Anybody that engages with your ad, right? We want to put them in a bucket. And then we created an audience to anybody who's visited your landing page, but they didn't book, didn't fill out the form, right?
Okay.
Cool. So this is important because when we retarget people, we're going to target cold traffic. And then these two things is your warm traffic because these people were interested, right? Okay. So then we're going to retarget the warm. So we're going to have one campaign for cold and one campaign for warm, right? Because they're warm because they engaged with your ad and they read it, hovered, clicked, or whatever, and or they visited the landing page.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So now we need to go to, hang on a second. Let me look at my notes real quick.
Mhm.
Let's create audience. Did that. Okay. Let's go to your ad. So right here, so go to the left one, and there is a business manager where the tab that we're in. There's one to the left of it that will set us right where we need to go.
Oh,
At the
wait.
top in your browser, yeah. Just go up to select the one. It's in between post attendee, ads manager up here at the top, all the way up at the top, right above virtual credit where your folders and tabs are.
Am I looking on the right or the left? Where am I
In
looking?
the middle of your screen, all the way at the top. It says post attendee, and then it says 82 ads manager.
Oh, wait a minute. I might be covering it up. No.
No, it's in your browser.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the tab in your browser. Yeah, that tab right there is all the way at the top. It's in the middle. 82. Yes, correct. Bam. There we go. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to click the left check underneath create. We're going to click that, and then we're going to hit duplicate. All right. And then we're going to hit duplicate. And so what we're going to do here is, see. All right, budget down. Let's go to, in the middle of the screen, there's a light blue FFL Wisconsin conversion. It says copy in the middle of the screen. To the left a little bit. Right. We want to go to click to the thing right underneath that. This, yes, that's the ad set. So what we're going to do here is we need, see your custom conversion isn't, it's red. We need to make that, needs to make sure that's green. So the first thing we need to do is click the X right there.
This?
Yeah, click that. And then we need to click the X above that. Right. Yes. And we need to put something in there. So we want to go down to, keep going. Where's the custom conversion? Okay, so yeah, keep going a little bit. Okay, so we're going to use the complete registration. All right, so let's go back to that page in your funnel, which is the submitted page, which is up at the top to the far right in the browser. There you have a link, or you have one already open. The second Calendly. Cool. So actually, to go over to the left one, sorry. Right, so let's refresh this. Let's see if it stays on the confirmation page. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, it stayed.
Okay, so let's go back to here.
Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
It's over to the left one. Yeah.
I'm covered. This thing is covered up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, so you need to go over to the tab to the left.
That's all.
All right. So let's go to the tab that says the tab that says Facebook Pixel. And then we need to go to over to the left. There's like a circle with three little dots hanging down above the circled star. Click that. All right, go down to custom conversions. And then, okay, so that's not the right ad account, that's why.
I thought that was. Wait a minute.
Okay. Cool. So that is the right pixel right there, new FFL pixel, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go to custom conversions. All right. So it's green now. Booked an appointment, completed questionnaire. All right. So what we need to do is go back to so you have the 82 and then ads manager. Let's go back to that tab that says ads manager. To the left, the one that just says ads manager only. Correct. All right. So let's click out of that. Let's I'm sorry. Hold on. Sorry. Where it says complete registration, let's hit the X right there.
Right here?
Yes. We're trying to put the custom conversion. We're trying to match the one up that's green from in here to the one that's over there. So we need to pick the specific one. So we need to find one that's green in here. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to do. So scroll down until we find one in here that is green. It's supposed to be complete registration because that's what the issue is here.
Maybe this is the wrong, crap. That's the right pixel ID.
Okay. So this custom conversion, so this is good. Let's go back to custom conversion because there's something. So we have ads manager and then 82 ads manager, and then we have custom conversions. Let's go to the custom conversions tab.
Wait a minute. This. No, that's got to be the right account.
Yeah, it's the right account.
Okay.
And we work our way back because this is.
Where do you want me to go?
So you have this tab is open. Go over to that one right there. Yes. All right. So these custom conversions are set up. Is this the same ad account as the one that we're working in the tabs that we just came out of? Is the first question.
I'm looking at the numbers here. Crap. I hate when that comes up like that. Okay, there we go.
So is that and then that one the exact same ads manager?
All right, so this is the ads manager 29168. No.
All right, so that's the problem.
It's this one. It should be this one.
So you see what I'm saying? Like we have to, this is the kind of the bottleneck. So the custom conversions that we just did, we need to create those same ones. So we just need to do that same thing again. We just need to create custom conversions. That's easy to do. So let's just go back here, custom conversions, create custom conversion. And then we need to get the URL from Calendly.
This one? Or no, I'm sorry.
This one before that one. Yeah, we need the page before this page.
Wait a minute. Okay. It would be.
Yeah, so it's like we got to go through this and get to the page, the URL and the page where the calendar is on here. So whatever that.
The questionnaire is where it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, that would be the questionnaire.
The Calendly page.
Well, the Calendly page is this.
Right. That's the submitted. We need the page before where you're actually picking the appointment.
Okay.
Because we're gonna because we're gonna need that URL as well, but we need the one where they go through here and do that. What happened is that is the URL, but we submitted the form, so it's not there. So you're either gonna have to do one or two things: go through your funnel again and get to that page, and then we can just copy the URL, and you can just put test in all of those answers if you want, and that'll do that.
Okay. All right. This is, and you don't need the HTTPS or anything like that.
Right.
All right, copy and custom conversion. And this is that. Name the conversion. What am I naming this?
This one is what is it? What did we say it was completed?
Application.
No, it wasn't application. Whatever that form is called that you called it. Completed, whatever that is. Survey, is that what you call it? What do you call it? Because it needs to be in your terms so that when you look at it, you know exactly what it is.
I'll just put form. That'll be okay.
Cool. And then that's a $10. So we want to go to lead. Wait, hold on. Let's give me 1 second. Go back up to categories real quick. So let's go through and go down a little bit more. Submit.
Completed registration.
Right. So let's go down to so if they submitted the form, it would be completed registration. If they complete it, go down a little bit more because there's another option that sounds a little bit better. There's lead and then submitted application.
Okay.
So if they submitted an application, it means they filled out the form. Now we
Okay.
need to create one more.
Where's the, create.
And then we're going to use that URL that's already the one to the left. Yeah. So we're going to use that URL without the HTTPS. So you click, double click. Cool.
The category for this booked appointment would be a lead.
No, this is going to be complete registration. And this one is $100.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. I had a meeting that's coming up and I need to text somebody.
Okay.
All right. So let's go in here and find that custom conversion.
Do I need to refresh this?
Probably. Shoot. Hang on a second.
There it is.
All right. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay. So we need to find the custom conversion that says
We can book appointment and completed form.
Are you scrolling? Can you scroll all the way to the bottom, please? Of this thing. Yeah, I need to see all of them.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I just want to see. Why is this custom conversion not in here? This is
No, it is. It is.
I can't see it. I can't see it then.
Oh, okay. Because I'm scrolling through.
No, it should be. I'm trying to figure out. So what we're doing is we're trying to put in. We're looking for a completed registration.
Or booked appointment. I named it booked appointment.
You named it booked appointment.
Yes.
Okay.
We only named two. One is called booked appointment. The other one is completed form. The completed form is where they filled out my form.
Got it.
All right. So which one do we use first?
We're only using the booked appointment one. Whichever one, that means when they get to that Calendly page where it says it's submitted, that's the one that we're using.
Got it. It's there. Okay,
cool. So we need to figure out why this one isn't red. So let's go to the page. Let's go to, in your browser, it should be Calendly, the first Calendly page. Okay, so this is, did you name this one booked appointment?
Yes.
Okay, so refresh this page real quick.
Okay.
All right, so let's go over to custom conversions, which is the tab yes, cool. And sometimes it takes a little bit, so can you refresh this page? Okay, so it's both active. Great. So now we need to go back to the first business manager. So can you just X out of that one, because we don't even need that one in the middle. It's just it's kind of not no the middle one. Yes, the middle one we need to just X out of.
This one here.
No, that's the first one. That's the middle one. Yes, X out of that one. Just get rid of that one.
Out of that. Okay.
Yeah, and then let's go into this one. Correct. Now, close. Hit close. Down at the bottom, sorry. Middle of the screen, yes. Just hit close. And just hit close, yes. Perfect. So here's where we are. So is this the right ads manager? Okay, perfect. So you see what happened, right?
Yeah, I see.
Okay. So now we're gonna create. Okay. So let's go back up to, yeah, all right, cool. So now let's go back to the middle conversions, and then it says booked appointment is red. So what we're trying to do, so that that being red is not good. So we're trying to find the one that's green. So we need to go, no. Stop.
Okay.
We're in the middle of the screen.
Gotcha.
Booked appointment. This is where we are, correct. So click the X on that. Got it. Okay, so let's go up. We're looking for the one that is booked appointment. So we're only looking for, all right, so click that. And say, let's go to view pixel. You see where it says view pixel in blue? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, view pixel. All right. And so the event that we selected was completed registration, and we called this one booked appointment. Okay, so click that right there. All right, and so what we want to do is we want to put, so let's go to the middle where it says conversion value. And then that, and then let's see, put 100 in there. And then this little script here, this right here, we want to copy that, and we want to put that on the
Calendly page.
Yeah. If we can.
It just uses the pixel.
Okay, so let's try to put that on the head tracking of your lead pages and see what happens. Okay, yeah, so change it to that. All right. Because the challenge is that they aren't all connected. So I'm just what I'm trying to do is set up something so we can like every time somebody submit, it shows in your dashboard. You'll get you'll get an email. That's not going to change anything. I'm trying to have it so where we can see it so that, you know, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, you don't have to go back and check every single email, right? And say, oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have it to where it's reporting the information to in the Facebook dashboard is what I'm trying to do.
Here's what I think I should do. I can put my form on this same website.
Yes, which is probably great.
So all I have to do is add another page
right.
in the funnel, which I didn't do. I'll do that.
and then what you can do is you can embed your Calendly into the next page as well. And so then it would look like how mine's did.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? And then you just then you can just go in and put the tracking code on the corresponding page, and then it will just line right up.
Okay.
So you can see what I'm trying to do, right?
Yeah, I definitely see I definitely see that.
Okay.
And I see where the gap is in this. So
right.
I mean, I can do this offline.
Right. So let's move forward then. So let's go to Ads Manager in the middle. Let's go right there. And so just hit done there. Okay, and so let's just finish filling this out, because what we're doing now is that you had that ad you had that whole ad in somewhere else, and we need to put it in here so that everything is all connected. We got the pixel to the right ad account, and we got the right tracking on your funnel, right? We're all lining these things up because you kind of had them like so let's just keep going here. So scroll down to the bottom. And then all of your targeting, what you had before, we need to put that in here.
That was it.
Okay, beautiful. So go scroll down, please. And then for placements, these are people that are in their 60s, so they're not watching stories or anything. So we're going to go to manual placements, and we want to unclick those, click that, unclick that, leave Facebook. Everything else should be unchecked besides the Facebook one.
I don't know where it won't let me.
That's fine.
I know.
That's fine. As long as it's gray, that's fine. So just unclick the audience network.
Oh.
Okay. So now let's go down, and the only no, hold on. Yeah, just don't click anything. Hold on. Slow down. All right. So the only thing we want to do is have the Facebook newsbook feed. So let's just scroll through and make sure nothing else is checked. If it is, uncheck it. Beautiful. Okay. So we're only going to be showing this ad inside the Facebook feed at $20. So here's the thing. Facebook is telling you right now that this objective with this budget is barely going to get you 1 registration right off the bat. So you see over to the right, it says 0 conversions. Now let's just put, for the sake of just example, put 100 in there. So Facebook is telling you that you're going to get somewhere up to 10 appointments if you use $100. So you could do $20 a day for 5 days, right, and spend 100 and probably get 1. Or you could spend 100 in 1 day and get up to 10.
Got you.
Right. So here's what you can do to make this make sense when you're on a budget. You run it at the 100 for 2 days, get your calendar filled. For the next 2 days, you can turn off the ad set. So that means that won't turn your campaign off. Never turn anything off at the campaign level, always at the ad set level, number one.
Okay.
And then you can run those appointments, right? So we're going to spend whatever your max budget is for the day to get the appointments.
I got it. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I got it.
Cool. All right. So then the next thing we do is we need to continue. Also, another caveat, whenever you make changes, you never change it once it's already set. You duplicate it, and then you make the changes to make the next change. Okay, great. All right. So now this is where you rock and roll right here, my man. You're just gonna set up the same everything that you had that was already working. Just do that really quickly.
There was a button that,
Yeah, there it is right there. Use existing.
yeah. Um,
That's it. I've seen it like 3 times in my feed.
oh, really?
Yeah, and it's the multiple different versions of it. So it's coming through.
I'm just seeing how do I add those other, because I said it, but it doesn't look like when I set that one up.
Right. So I think if you're asking me how do you add the other ones with the flag as
Yeah.
well, so we'll do that in just a second.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're just creating one ad right now, and then what we're
Okay.
going to do is we're going to duplicate that one and just change the creative.
Okay.
This is the faster way to do it. So you need to put a call to action button on there. So add button, and that's to be learn more, and then you put in the link to your funnel. That right there. Put that in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Love it, love it. Cool. We're rocking and rolling. All right. So let's go to scroll down a little bit further so I can see what's next. All right. All of that set. Let's click review. Looks like we got everything rocking and rolling. Let's hit save the draft. All right. And so with these things here, we need to make sure that we have everything named. So let's see. All right. So
it did put 3 of them.
right, but that is so there's in the middle of the screen there's an arrow. Up, 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 up to the left of search. Yeah, so click that, and then let's see if that'll minimize. Close, hit close. All right, cool. So let's go to campaigns in the middle of the screen. All right, so now here, so the way this works is the business manager is the hotel.
Okay.
The campaign is the floor. The ad set is the hotel room. And then the ads are the rooms inside the hotel room.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So what we're doing here is we're going to pick the right hotel, right? But we need to name this correctly so that when we go in here and look, okay, so we have FFF conversions. Now go over to the ad set. I'm sorry, I'm talking too fast. I apologize. So over here to the left, we're going to click the top FFL conversions copy. We're going to click the box and check it. So we only want to be looking at this one. Now go over to the top in the middle where it says ad sets. In the middle of the screen, click that. Yes. So now we're looking at the ad sets inside of here. And so the one that we just did that was $100 is great. Go down to the one, uncheck the one that says 60 plus. And then we want to check the one that says $20. All right. Now, where it says FFL Wisconsin 60 plus, you see that? All right. So there's a little pencil. What we're going to do is we're going to click the pencil. We're going to copy that. All right. And then we're going to go to the next. We're going to go to the one above it, and we're going to change it to that. Cool. Save the draft. All right. So go back and check the one at the bottom. That's $20. Uncheck the one at the top, and we're going to delete that one. Just go in the middle underneath COVID-19. Yes. Okay. So we got one campaign, we got one ad set, and now let's go over to the right all the way to ads for campaign. All right. So this one is, it says default name. We're going to change the name for this one. So we're going to name this one. This ad is the tombstone, right? This is tombstone. So we need to put in here. So when we go in here and look, when we can check and see what's going on, we know that this is the tombstone ad. So we need to name this one tombstone because it says RIP on the ad. See what I'm doing here?
Now I'm following you.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing where you're going.
So we're like hotel, floor number 2, room 201, bathroom, right?
Okay.
Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this one and change the creative. So you have it checked, duplicate. And then we're just going to say duplicate time. Hold on. So how many other variations of this did you have originally total? Okay, so then we're just going to hit duplicate.
Existing campaign?
Just duplicate.
Oh, duplicate. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're duplicating that tombstone ad that we have, right? And so all we need to do is Facebook Smart. So we just need to go here and change post in the middle. Change this post to the one with the flag. I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
There's one with a casket.
We already did that one. That's to the right. Oh, with the casket. Okay. Yeah, so do the one with the casket. Perfect. Continue. Now let's go up to where it says ad set name in the middle and it says tombstone copy. We're going to change that to casket. Cool. So you see what we're doing here? So now we'll know which ad is doing the best when we go back and look at this and review what we're doing.
Okay.
All right. So now we can go back to hit close in the middle in the middle of the screen at the bottom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Close.
No worries. We're going to hit close. All right. So what we did here, can you click on the campaign level in the middle of the screen, please? So we created a campaign. All right. So uncheck the one that says copy. And then we want to check that one and we want to delete. Okay. So then we want to rename this one. We want to click on that and the pencil and get rid of the copy. Cool. Save the draft. And we want to keep this one. So you see, we keep it nice and clean. This is the campaign, conversion campaign for Wisconsin. We have, let's go over to the ad set. We just want to make sure it looks good before we submit anything. And we got the one ad set, it's named properly. And then let's go over to the ads. And we've got 2 ads, one with the casket, one with the tombstone. So when we look at the metrics, we know what we're looking at, right?
Uh-huh.
Cool. All right, so let's publish this bad boy.
I got one more.
Oh, I thought you said 2.
The flag. Yeah, I got the flag.
Okay, so then we need to duplicate.
Doesn't matter which one?
Just click the tombstone. Yeah, click that, check that, and then hit duplicate. Cool.
Where's my flag? Okay, there it is. There it is.
Beautiful. So let's change the name.
And then close.
Yes, sir. All right, so there's an issue here. Let's refresh the screen real quick. All right. So there's a setup error. So let's click where it says setup error.
Where?
In the middle.
Oh.
It says, yeah. Edit ad. So this one you have set up for a lead form. So that's the issue.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you'll have to do is what you can do. So what you can do here to fix this really easily is delete this one, duplicate the tombstone one again, right? Delete this one. All right. All right. And so in here, right in the middle in the same spot, there's 2 dots, yeah, 3 dots, duplicate that. Okay. So inside of here, where do you have the words to this ad at? Where are those? Because if you just copy those, we can just recreate this existing post really quickly. So we just get the copy for that. We're gonna create a new post. Get the image should already be in there. Beautiful. Cool. Copy that. Let's go back to the other page where we were. All right. So we're going to create. All right. So let's not do that. So X out of this some kind of way. I don't know what's going on. So
I'm just looking because I thought I did have that, but I'm like the same way that I created those.
Well, you can, I mean, you don't have to do this right now. Like you can add that at any point because you just need to have a post that doesn't have that lead form on there because that's what's making the error. So
there's the error again. So it's there.
Yeah, because you have so you know what I'm saying? You have 2 different objectives.
Gotcha.
You have the lead form objective and the conversion objective. So you can just go back in later, duplicate it, use the copy, put the photo on there, and then put the URL from the beginning of your landing page and do that. That's really easy to do. It may take you just a few minutes, but for
Now,
the sake of
should both of these say 100?
yeah, so the budget is inside the ad set, right? So the budget is controlled in the ad set. So this is saying
okay.
this is saying that these ads is distributed over $100, right?
Okay.
So the ad and the audience is controlled inside the ad set.
Okay.
Right? So it's like the ad set is the thermostat of the hotel room.
I get it. I didn't get it before, but I get it now.
Yeah, you see, like I was saying, man, it's high level stuff that's in here, but some people got to be able to explain this to you, and probably the reason why it was having issues with people setting things up because they didn't know it at this level. But if you break it down into things that make sense, like a hotel room and that kind of stuff, and just keep it simple, this is technical as crap, right? But it's like let's just break it down, and if you understand why we're doing it and why this makes sense, then it's not that bad. So let's just submit this, and you can hold on. I take that back. Let's get this right because I only want to do this once.
Yeah.
So let's just create that ad right now and get that set up. So when we hit publish, this is finito.
Okay. So go to ads.
Yes. All right. And so yes, we want to create it. So we're going to create an ad.
Okay. Create.
Continue. Right. So the first thing you want to do is go down to add media, and we want to add the flag photo. There it is. Beautiful. Did you have to Photoshop that to get that Wisconsin in the middle?
I did a Google search.
Okay. So now we want to, you should already have that copied. So just put it in the primary text. Up the top, yeah, right there. Just copy and paste that in there. Bam. All right. So now we go to headline. Whatever the headline was that you had, put that in the headline.
I know I got to change this. That are in Wisconsin. Headline. Oh, that's that headline. Um, attention seniors ages 50.
You just copy it. Just copy it.
It won't let me copy that.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to do, but.
Oh, man.
All right, why isn't that showing up?
It will.
That should be right below this.
Right, it will. Did you? I've never seen these pluses that come here with the add options. Did you click on something to make those pop up?
No, they're there. This is what I was doing before to make the multiple ones.
Yeah. I was like, what is that? So
That's how I made the one ad, but just made multiple.
Yeah. So just go ahead and put the URL in here. Sometimes it lags, but if the description's in there, it'll be in there.
I'm just talking about what shows up underneath attention seniors.
Yeah. We'll make sure it's good. Let's see here. Display link optional, learn more. All right. Let's go down. Make sure.
Oh, it's probably not showing because it's showing this little ad, but if
yeah, it's gonna be there for sure. No doubt about that. All right, review. All right, save the draft. Cool. So we got everything we need.
I just need to change the name. I guess I can do that over.
Yeah, just do it right where you are. It's cool.
Okay.
This one is flag.
Wisconsin. Flag.
All right, so it closes. Yeah. Close. Cool. So we got the ad, we got the ad set, we got 3 ads, right?
Yep.
Let's rock.
Review and publish.
Yep. Got it.
All
right. That's it, man. It's set up.
Wow.
And so
that really helped me a lot in a lot of different ways, but really understanding now not just the ads, but the ad sets. For whatever reason, they're not showing up for some reason.
Yes, because you got to go back to the campaign there.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you always have to do is remember you have to select the box over here on the left first. You have to tell. This is like an Excel spreadsheet. So you just click the row that you want to see, and then you have to click what you want to see inside of it. All right.
And then the 3 ads. Okay.
Yeah.
Results, booked appointment.
Right.
Okay.
And so here's another important thing.
I'll go back.
Yeah. So here's another important thing. Whenever you're doing changes, you only want to have one campaign, right? You got one vine. We got one vine with a bunch of grapes on it, right?
Right.
So you want to keep one campaign, and you just make the changes that you want to do inside the ad set, right? You got one vine, one root, right? The branches off of that, and then the grapes.
Okay.
So anytime you add anything or you want to make some changes and stuff like that, duplicate the ad set because it's already a DNA strand, right? We don't want to plant another seed or plant another tree. We want to use a tree we already have. Right. Duplicate the ad set, make the changes in there, change the budget, change these things,
right?
And do it there.
When I start doing, like, I've got the one campaign, but if I wanted to do for like Illinois or for
Virginia, duplicate the ad set, change the state, don't change the audience, don't change the message, change the audience. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Just think of it like going on tour. That's what you're doing. You're going on tour across the states that you licensed in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that'll be the ad set.
And then you just change it to FFL Illinois. That's all you got to do.
And then just change the audience.
That's it. You're doing two things. Duplicate, well, three. Duplicate, change the state, change the name of the ad set.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Boom. Boom.
What are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
Well, you showed me quite a few things that I'd never known before. I knew from a 30,000-foot view how to do this. I mean, you saw because I created an ad, but this part of it and how to, I understand the duplication of it, which I didn't understand before I met you. I would go in and change the whole ad.
Yeah.
I would go in and do that. And that's what I did before. And my budget kept going haywire. Because I didn't understand that about the duplication of it. Now it's basically just sitting back and waiting to see the results that come through.
Yeah. So I do have another call to hop on. So I don't have time for us to do our value piece.
We got to do it back. We got
to do it back.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, when you get off
email, I did send you an email this morning.
Okay.
I don't know if you got it, or I just laid out an overview of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
With you. So take a look at that, and a bunch of that I'm just going to do for you, kind of just like how you did this all for me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go through and set some things up. But anyway, I did send an email this morning.
Got it. So can you do me a favor when we hop off this call? Sure. Just give a 3 to 5 minute kind of review of kind of what we just went through, what your experience just was in these few minutes, and then send that to me.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like a little testimonial on this stuff right here.
Absolutely, I will.
Awesome. And just state, just make sure that you're stating that you're in the business, right? Because this is going to be important for that. Just do that, and that'll just help me out a ton.
Okay.
Will do. Awesome. Thank you, man. I hope that was helpful, man.
Absolutely. I'll be in touch, man. You take care.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.